In this lesson, we're going to have a look at simplifying algebraic fractions. Now, there's a massive overlap with GCSE here, but what's slightly more difficult is sometimes the complexity of the expressions and the complexity of the algebra. So here's an example question. So simplify the following expression: x squared plus 2x over x squared plus 7x plus 10. Now, I see all too often at A-level students who try to cancel by doing something like that, saying x squared on top, x squared on the bottom, let's cancel them. Now, I want to change the way now that you think about cancelling things. So that's not how we cancel. I hate this whole concept of cancelling. I like to call it finding a hidden factor of 1. And I'll show you what I mean by that. And it just makes things so much easier to get right. So first of all, the key with these questions is to factorise, factorise, factorise. So on the top, I can see they've both got a common factor of x. And you might want to pause and do the bottom yourself. So x squared plus 7x plus 10, x plus 2, x plus 5. So we've got the multiplication of two things on the top and the multiplication of two things on the bottom. We can reorder those multiplications any way we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get something over itself by reordering. So that's the same as doing x plus 2 times x on the top, and on the bottom I'm going to decide to put the x plus 2 there, and on the bottom there I'm going to put the x plus 5. Now convince yourself that that means exactly the same thing as this. So once you're convinced, we can see now we've found a hidden factor of 1. We've got an x plus 2 on the top over an x plus 2. Well, that's just 1. Something over itself is 1. So we're timesing by 1. Now we have the right to cancel. And that's the way I prefer to think of cancelling. And hopefully, if you do it this way, you'll eliminate from your mind this nonsense about x squared there and x squared there, which was wrong. So now equals x over x plus 5. Don't think of it as cancelling. Think of it as finding a hidden factor of 1. And here's a similar, slightly more complex example. And for these, again, we're going to factorise, then try and find hidden factors of 1. So you try this one, pause it, see if you can do it. So here, x squared minus 4x, we can write that as x minus 4. And 3x plus 6, and we can take out a factor of 3. So that's 3 bracket x plus 2. Over. Right, let's factorise this. And a little bit of a tip here. If something looks a little bit more complicated than usual to factorise, we can do a little bit of blagging on the calculator. So if we go into quadratic solver mode on the calculator, polynomial degree 2, and let's type that polynomial in: 2x squared plus 9x plus 10. So we can see that x equals minus 2. So I'll scroll to the side here. X equals minus 2. A little bit of side working. And x equals minus 5 over 2. So if I rearrange these to equal 0, I get one factor, which is x plus 2. And if I do the same here, but eliminating all the fractions, so multiply by 2, 2x equals minus 5. 2x plus 5 equals 0. So if we rearrange them to equal 0 without any fractions, we'll get the two factors. So 2x plus 5, x plus 2 is the factorisation. Then on that side, we've got x minus 4, like that. So if we now start rearranging these to find hidden factors of 1, and that explains exactly why cancellation works. So I'll put the x minus 4s at the front, both of them there. So that's that one used and that one used. Then I put the x plus 2s there. Why that's that one used, that's that one used. Then we've got just x and 3 on top, so 3x over 2x plus 5. And that's 1, equaling 3x over 2x plus 5. And that's that one done. You also might be expected to do this with division signs. So there could be easily be a divide sign there. And remember, think back to GCSE, when you divide fractions, you just flip the second upside down and do a multiplication instead. So this type of example covers both times and divide. You've just got to remember to flip the second and times. So finally, let's do one more example of adding algebraic fractions. So this example asks us to write the following expression in the form ax plus b over cx plus d. So the first thing we've got to do is find a common denominator. Now often, what you might be tempted to do is just multiply these two together to get a common denominator, but be very, very careful. I think we should factorise first in case any hidden common factors that they've got already come out. So that becomes 2x plus 3 over x plus 2 minus 9 plus 2x over, and let's factorise that. So try it yourself. Pause the video, have a go. It becomes plus 2 minus 1 will give us that. And I can see now that they have a hidden common factor already of x plus 2. That means to get the common factor, we need to multiply this by something over itself. So the common factor is, first of all, 2x minus 1 x plus 2. And this one needs an extra factor of 2x minus 1. So we've got 2x plus 3, and to give that the common denominator of 2x minus 1, we need times by that. Then there's a minus 9 plus 2x. And remember, because we're taking away the whole of the fraction, this needs brackets. The minus applies to the whole expression. So you might want to carry it on yourself. Maybe pause the video again. Have a go. So that's equal to, and let's multiply it out now. Now usually multiplying out is a bad idea when it's fully factorised, like on the bottom. But here we've got a mixture of factorised and non-factorised, so multiplying it out now is a good idea. Only when things aren't fully factorised should we even think about multiplying them out on these types of question. Okay, so we've got 4x squared minus 2x plus 6x minus 3. Then we've got take 9, take 2x, and that is all divided by 2x minus 1, x plus 2, and I'm avoiding temptation to multiply out the denominator. Some people think that by multiplying out the denominator that we're simplifying it, but actually couldn't be further from the truth. A factorised expression is far simpler than an unfactorised expression. So now let's gather up the like terms. So we've got on the top 4x squared, then we've got take 2x, take another 2x plus 6x, that's plus 2x, then take 3, take 9, that's take 12, all divided by, and again we've got 2x minus 1 x plus 2, and if we take out a factor of 4 from the top, in fact not 4, 2 is the highest factor they've got in common. Like that. Again, it's every stage divided by 2x minus 1 x plus 2. And factorise the numerator there. So equals 2 lots of, and I know the factor is going to be 2x and x, and that will factorise to x plus 2 there and 2x minus 3 there. So if you don't spot the factors, one thing you can do on the calculator is use the quadratic solver. So if we go into the quadratic solver, polynomial degree 2, And let's put in there the actual expression that we started with. So we've got 2x squared plus x minus 6. We can see that gives x equals 3 over 2. Or x equals minus 2. So if I rearrange this to a form not involving fractions, and with the right hand side equals 0, I get 2x equals 3, and 2x minus 3 equals 0. There's one factor there, 2x minus 3 equals 0. The other factor, x plus 2 equals 0, we get there. So we can sort of use our quadratic solver on the calculator to guide us along the way. And on the denominator, we've got 2x minus 1, x plus 2. And just like we saw before, let's write that as x plus 2 over x plus 2 at the start. That's our hidden factor of 1 that we can cancel out, times 2 lots of 2x minus 3 over 2x minus 1. That's just 1, so it disappears, leaving us with the answer 2 lots of 2x minus 3, all divided by 2x minus 1. And then just looking at the question, we were specifically asked to have the numerator unfactorized. So let's do that now. Let's expand that bracket and give them the answer exactly the way they want it. So equals 4x minus 6 over 2x minus 1. And there it is there, done. So have a go at the worksheet, do every question, check each answer as you go.